Good morning. I would say good welcome, both, all at once, because it really is the big show is right in the middle of all the action right now. We're right in the middle of the Kali Luga. For those of you who follow such a stone, there's so much happening right now, and the divine plan is fulminating, and the snowman is rolling down that hill, and it is going to settle. These cities of light are coming. We have so much help from other realms. And of course, in these meditations every Wednesday morning, we call them Be the Light. We are learning our role to be a joyful participant in recreating Earth into the new realm of divinity that has been prophesied for hundreds of thousands of years. And here we are at the bottom of the Kali Yuga, but we've already kicked out beyond the climax of the movie is a little behind us now, where we can see what has happened for Earth, what the plot is. There's no more big page turner surprises. In fact, we're in the upswing of saying, there's something we can actually do. We can be part of an angelic or galactic or kind of informed from beyond person, kind of showing up in a movie for the earthlings, just like this cute little setting I made today is. And you are that person. I'm just happen to be talking on the YouTube today, but you are that person holding court, holding a megaphone with your voice, slicing through a heavier dimension when you drive your car, your van through cities, trailblazing, sparkles of light, speaking, seeing, singing, dancing. We are slicing and dicing because of who we are. It's not like we even have to do it perfect. No, we don't have to do it perfect at all. We just have to be slightly aware that our presence here is like a whole new movie, a whole new broadcast, a whole new possibility for humans to relate and live in different ways, which is just what the movies do. When you watch a movie and you see a married woman doing this to get a little bit more power, or you see a teenage girl doing this to turn things around from the bully girls, what we are learning is something a little beyond our own skill set and our own mentation. And now we are receiving transmissions, information from the theater, the larger theater that occurs universally, galactically, and into the earth realm. And you are the star. You're one of the lead players. That's the good news and the bad news. Because you might think, oh my God, people are watching me. No, you're exuding light. You're streaming light. And for those that for eyes to see, will see your presence and work and play with you. And we are doing it through joy. There's a lovely woman, her name was Sarah Drew, and she wrote this beautiful divine feminine book called the Gaia Codex. Codex Gaia, no, Gaia Codex. It's so beautiful. I didn't want to finish it. It was so beautiful. But there was an event in Sausalito right there next to one of the cities of light, I call it, on the bay. So beautiful what is going to occur there in the coming years. And it was a sound, light, and color event. I think Matt Venuti was playing a beautiful light worker. Lynn Augustine was shooting lights all through, and I have gorgeous pictures of this. And so you go through and the room is darkened, but beings kind of recognize each other. And Sarah Drew, I said, oh, hello, Sarah, it's so lovely to see you. And I said, oh, well, how long have you been here? She said, well, this length of time. And she said, I knew when you arrived because I could feel the stream of light that was occurring as you moved around the room. And I said, she's my kind of people with eyes to see. In the future, in the very near future, in what we've just lived through, a lot of people aren't going to get you. They're not going to see you because they can only see you at the vibration they're vibrating at. And most people are vibrating in some form of fear. So here you are bringing a new movie of possibility, messages on high. And I'm, half kidding that I picked an angelic realm here, the skies, and this beautiful rainbow, which I think are so magical to remind us of the beauty of creation here on earth. But even sitting here speaking, I have a sense of, there is a sense of responsibility. All these people in the screen right now are stopping their thinking, and they're allowing for whatever I am seeing, what I am hearing, to come across and to bathe them and to take it in and to shift. That's how one light worker, one person, can shift thousands at a time, maybe 100 in a room, thousands on a YouTube, hundreds of thousands on a live stream YouTube. So there are so many wonderful ways to create this year your own movie in alignment with the joy that you feel of what you want to bring forward. Even if there's no one watching, you're still bringing the light. But one of the ideas, the creation bubbles that it is coming up into a very strong form now, is to create a spiritual form of TED Talks. And the funny part is that it's landed with the wonderful woman that I look forward to co-creating with. We are feeling that the masculine has spoken loud and clear for a long time. And so the talks that we are proposing will be called not TED Talks, She Said Talks. She Said Talks. The feminine face of God coming through on a movie just like this, a screen, across the world, across YouTube, across Facebook Lives, across YouTube Lives, and then syndicated. Have you ever noticed that something comes up in your life and you say, I really want to do it, but oh my God, I'm not sure if I have the professional chops to do it. Years ago, for some reason, I said yes, that I was going to create the Just Jan TV show. It wasn't even on regular TV, it was the internet show. I paid this many oodles of money, but at the end of that year, I had learned how to interview, how to video edit, and put forth one woman in her show on a screen. And I said, that's going to come in handy. So look at your life. You've collected, your soul knows what you're doing. And there are certain puzzle pieces that you have been polishing. And now, at this point, in the Kali Luga, we are past the efforting phase. And we're at the bottom of that trampoline. We've slid. We're in the what's it all about, the hokey pokey, whatever. And we are now bouncing off of the truth, the resilience, and the stamina that we have built, understanding things don't work. And we have been breathing this rarefied information system of source. We have had eyes to see and ears to hear. Okay, back up. Eyes to see, ears to hear. And we have refined and used our discretion. We feel and know truth, and we've chiseled it into our facetry. So we take these skills of what it is we're going to end up doing that is now coalescing and beginning your platform for 2024 for you to be the star in your movie. And the people who come in your theater will be called in by your resonance. And when I say theater, that is a metaphor for your life, for your life. So again, good news is this year, you'll be the star of your own movie, not questioning yourself, not feeling confused, but feeling excited and good about your method of bringing more light here to Earth right on time. You haven't screwed up. You haven't done anything too late. You haven't missed anything, because honestly, it's a co-creation and a lot of people have been confused and gone sideways, but things are lined up. The horses are lined up to charge. The Ferraris and the cars are lined up. Everything now has a structure, a track, and readiness in this etheric infrastructure. I'm not saying the earth is doing this. I'm saying the beings, the angelic, all the helper realms, the spiritual beings, and the other awakened beings are awake enough that we have the pattern for a new, harmonious, cohesive co-creation, moving forward, moving humanity forward to an entirely new theater. And that's the divine plan's fruition. If you're listening to this, just feel that. Feel that joy, that grace, the realization of this heaven on earth coming to a theater near you. I couldn't help but say that. We have to have a sense of humor. All right, let's drop in. That was just a lot of words to get us ready to go in and to use Windex on any part of our prismatic, beautiful core being that is still waiting for the right timeline for you in this moment to just let a little bit more light through. And when a little bit more light comes through, just like opening the curtains here, kind of a dark day, Port Townsend, opening those curtains, the whole room changes, your whole being changes, just sending a little light. A little light. And I could go on about that, but I'm going to drop into that meditation now, I promise. Let's take a deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth with no hurrying. We have all the time we need. We are even resetting time on earth to divine time. There is time to take a deep breath. There is no pressure. There is no efforting as we are holding the new envelope for heaven on earth, for earth to open up. We are sending an invitation with our very presence to experience and be with and to hold the vibration of heaven. At this point, we are understanding our role and the gravitas of that role. And as my friend Carol said, we are understanding profoundly the role of gravity, of holding the weight of heavenly vibrations in a physical, very physical, grounded body, while simultaneously experiencing and holding various states of levity, the being of lightness, feeling enlightened. This is where we are today. So try that on. Don't believe what I say. Everybody has their own movie going of truth, but try this on. This sense of my whole life I have imagined I could become an enlightened being and feel Feel the weight of that in your body. Try it on. Is it true? It's not an egoic statement to the world. It's the management of your egoic mind in a divine way to realize what truly is deeply, profoundly, and permanently occurring for you. And it is the spiritualization of matter. And you are the matter in question. We're gonna hold this feeling state for a bit. The joy of arrival doesn't mean little things will calm and distract you, but the joy of remembering this feeling here and now and letting it fill your body so that it becomes the joyful dominant frequency. We're bouncing out of the Kali Yuga, and we have enough levity, enough bounce to do the job, to walk the distance. We see the goal. From the U-shaped Kali Yuga, you can't see the goal till you get to the bottom. We're past the bottom. We're joyfully seeing that the demise and slide of humanity is bouncing back with an entirely new story and trajectory, of which you are an integral, important part of. So take a nice deep breath and just feel into your heart. And whatever images, colors, iridescence, movement, and let's ask and intend that we even expand and drench our heart with more divine, unconditional love now. You don't have to know how it's happening, but just imagine that there's, those thermometers where the red goes up, that you are increasing by the degree. And you're doing this simply by asking and intending. We ask and intend to set this sacred space and to focus on our heart as a sponge that we somehow felt their old story could only hold so much love. And we are asking to exceed the limits of our imagination for what our human, physical, and etheric heart can hold, this vibration of absolute love. And let's imagine that we are breathing this in, that the very, very refined, subtle, etheric stream of love coming from Source, the creator of all that is streaming down, and it's a mist around your body. So it's outside of your body, and you can feel it on your skin caressing you. And you may choose to now breathe it in, and you know physiology that is going into your lungs, into your heart, into your aorta, and these particles of divine light are flowing through your circulatory system and are being absorbed into the capillaries, the tissues, the organs, even the nerves. We are repairing the nerve sheaths now. We're even absorbing these refined particles of Source into our bony structures, our spine, for restoration, balance, and our cartilage, and our large bones, and our skull, and our brain tissues, our eyeballs, eyelids, eye sockets, maxillary sinuses, and most of all, into all the mechanisms that we use to communicate. We breathe this in even a greater concentrated dose around our throat, that our words may be bathed in divine love and acceptance and allowance for all that we observe, that people may feel extremely safe with us, with our words, and listen and receive the words and transmissions that come through us to support humanity. We are simply, in other words, praying to the Creator and all that is, let us be the transducer of fear and pain on earth. Let us be this light. St. Francis said it well, when there is dark, may I be the light. Jesus said, love everyone as your brother, as your mother, as your child. Mary Magdalene said, compassion, behold the divinity in each person, and especially yourself. Bring this light in, deeper into your heart, and let it heal all the times when you felt disconnected from the Creator and said and did things of a different vibration. Allow all of that to fill in with new colors, new harmonics of forgiveness and compassion for yourself now. Take a deep breath. All the shame, all the blame, all the shits, I was too slow, I'm too this, blah, blah, blah. Let it go. Because only this moment counts moving forward. You've paid all the prices. You've run all the races. You're past the point on the Kali Yuga that you must live the past. It's all up. It's all a trajectory. It is a movement, a pressurized movement of time and of energy that is now pushing mankind up and through and up towards the full realization of this new form of living on earth for mankind. And you're at the forefront. So just take a deep breath and don't feel any pressure. You now have to go out and be an actress or an actor commanding a movie screen. No. Just know that the theater is occurring in your home, when you go to the store, when you smile at the shopkeeper and you talk about the ice on the ground today, or how's his dog who had to wear that collar thing. Love, caring, listening, sharing, and dreaming together of more light, more joy, more co-creations in your own unique way. That's what your movie is. Your movie is how you show up. So take a deep breath. And this being in your own movie is not sitting in the stadium and watching other people. It's being on the court. It's being embodied and present, accountable, which is easy because you know all of heaven is working through you and with you and for you. Excellent. Good. So that's today's meditation message. We're going to finish the meditation with putting a beautiful, maybe this rainbow could help us, a beautiful golden, luminous rainbow egg around our entire body, and that everything else bounces off. Other people's, confusion, nasty, whatever, TV, radio. Because there's never been a better time than to have your own radio station, your own emanating frequencies, because we've got the real truth. And we have a golden ticket to share it. And you'll know by the way you feel, your feeling state as you do it. Excellent. So we're going to sign off now. We could say hi, the people that are live here after I press stop on the recording. I'm Jan Jorgensen at, this is the website, soundandlighthealingarts.com. And don't worry, it'll be in the bottom of the YouTube where all the words are. So you don't have to write it down. Okay?